Hi, I'm Craig from Your Tech. Today's video, is QD-OLED actually worth it? Is it as good as people say? I'm going to find out. I have bought the massive MAG 341 CQP 1440p QD-OLED monitor from MSI. I've heard great things about it, the reviews on it are good, but I want to see for myself, is the hype around QD-OLED actually worth it? Let's get this unboxed. It's massive. Look how big this box is. First things first, trusty knife. I hope that doesn't hit the camera. No. Hello. We have a stand, a very sturdy stand. Ta-da! Oh, nice toolless mechanism on the bottom, like to see that. I have no place to put anything. Have a very, very, very heavy monitor stand. I'll whip my hair back and forth. I've made an absolute pig's ear of that. That is a sturdy old mount, that is. Nice. We have ultra high speed certified HDMI cable. Nice. Like to see an included cable with a monitor. DisplayPort cable, it's nice. Instruction manual, no thank you. USB-B to USB-A downstream cable. 4 massive standoffs. Don't know what that's for. Oh, okay. That is for, that is for wall mounting your monitor, which I will not be doing. But I am hoping that I'll be able to put it on my monitor arm behind me, if it ain't too heavy. Power lead, standard C13 power lead. Big ass foam panel. My God, this thing is huge. Get off. Wow, that was a big ass peel. I'm looking forward to that big ass peel. Right, let's get the monitor stand. That was easy, but that's weighty. Let's get the monitor stand on. And then hopefully we should be able to just lift it out of here. Oh my God, that is weighty. Oh my God. Oh, that's heavy. Oh, that's a big boy. I'm so excited to try this. I've wanted to try OLED for so long. That is a big, thick profile. Like the actual screen itself, quite thin. All of the housing around it is huge. Both sides. I don't know how well you're going to see this. Oh dear. That is a big ass screen. Need to remember, I'm reviewing this product. I am going to be completely and utterly unbiased. We have some tilt. We have, oh, up and down. There's no swivel. Why you'd swivel this monitor, I do not know. We have some movement on the base as well. Very nice, very nice. Let's get this set up then. Let's get this monitor attached to the computer. Let's get something fired up on it. Let's get it all set up and see how it looks. I've been using the monitor for about 2 days, so I wanted to give a quick section on what my initial thoughts are. Firstly, the motion clarity in this monitor is insane. I have never seen the like. It is incredible. Going from a VA panel to a QD-OLED panel is a difference I didn't expect. I assumed it was going to be good. I would hope for the money that it was going to be good. However, I didn't realise how different it was going to be. On top of that, the colours on the OLED monitor seem to pop and seem really, really vibrant. Seeing them deep, deep blacks and then the contrast of some, like a sunrise or a reflection off a window when you're playing a game, stuff like that, it just looks insane. It's not been a perfect experience so far, but it has been very good. Motion clarity, fantastic. The responsiveness of it, incredible. It's 175 Hz panel, so it feels dead responsive. Everything feels really smooth. The monitor feels like the resolution is above 1440p. I know it's not. There are 1,440 pixels high, but it feels like there's more. It seems sharper, it seems more vibrant, it just looks so much better. However, I have had some issues. The MSI gaming intelligence software is honestly a bag of wank. If you can get away with not using it, don't. Just set it up on the OSD and just leave it there. I kind of need to use the gaming intelligence because I keep having to swap from sRGB mode so that I can create videos and stuff using it, and then going back to FPS mode or premium color mode or whatever it is that I need it to. So the gaming intelligence makes that a little bit easier, but getting that set up and getting that to work, oh, it was a headache. Wouldn't recognize USB-B to A cable. It just kept saying detect, auto detect, detect again. Can't see the upstream cable. It was plugged in the whole time, and the only thing I needed to do was turn it off and turn it back on again, which didn't infuriate me at all, because as someone that fixes computers, I definitely thought to do that straight away. Definitely didn't waste an hour troubleshooting and then realise I hadn't turned it off and on again, which is always step one of everything. And that fixed it. For those of you struggling with sarcasm, that was definitely sarcasm. I wasted an hour troubleshooting, and all I had to do was turn it off, turn it back on again. So annoying. So yeah, pluses, motion clarity, picture looks incredible. Blacks are just so deep, and I mean, the pixel's off, like you can't get any blacker than what it is. It looks incredible. The colors are vibrant and they pop. The ultra wide format, my first time properly experiencing that at home, incredible. Having that amount of real estate space to video edit on is great, and gaming feels so much more immersive because you've got so much of your field of view took up by your panel. The bright flashes, I mean, the brightness is one of the lowest things this is rated for. And I don't know if it's just that my last monitor, which you can see just there, was really, really dim. But this is plenty bright for me. And when you get a flash, it seems to proper get you. HDR is fantastic, games look amazing, content looks amazing. The only downside actually, when it comes to the picture quality in the picture, is text. If you put this in FPS mode to play a first person shooter, you can barely read text, like on anything. Like if it's fairly small text, you've got Bob Open reading that text. It's the only downside that I've seen so far. In the other modes, other than FPS, it's absolutely fine, but for some reason, FPS, you cannot make heads or tails of text. It's just ridiculously thin lines, and yeah, it's not great. At the minute, a couple of days in, I haven't had a massive gaming session on it yet. I've only bitten and bobbed in between my jobs that I have to do. I do not regret my purchase. I'm really impressed with it, really enjoyed the games that I have played on it. I'm hoping to get a good gaming session on it tonight, and then I'm going to keep using this for the next couple of weeks, and then we'll come back and I'll update the video, and that will follow on from me ending here. And I'm back. It has been about 2 weeks, and I'm ready to give the conclusion as to whether it was worth me getting a QD-OLED monitor. It's not been a painless experience by any means, and I'm going to go through a couple of the weird things that I've found whilst I've been using it. So the first thing is trying to update the firmware on it was a nightmare. It would not detect that it was plugged into my PC. Couldn't use the KVM on the bottom of it, and it took a lot of plugging in and out USBs to get it to detect and to get the game intelligence software to detect that the monitor was plugged in so I could update the firmware. I eventually did manage it, but it was a bit of a nightmare to do. It was a lot of messing about. I've just mentioned the gaming intelligence software. It is awful. I don't know if it's just an issue I have with connecting the monitor to the PC that causes any kind of functionality with the software just doesn't seem to work properly at all. In the end, I've ended up taking it out and just having it standalone display cable only. There's no USB upstream cable connected or anything like that. The other issue that I had with it is when I was live streaming, it kept turning itself off. Now, I don't know if this was an overheating issue. The room was very warm. I'd been gaming in it for quite a while. My GPU was absolutely screaming, just pegged at 100%. trying to game on this ultra wide resolution and stream to 2 different platforms at the same time. It may have been that it was overheating and it was just turning off. I haven't had the issue since. I have reinstalled all the graphics drivers and stuff like that, and it appears to have fixed it for now. However, I guess we will see in my next live stream. Although my next live stream, I should have the streaming PC up and running. So hopefully, that'll be a little bit more smooth. The only other thing that I really should have seen coming, and I did have a little bit of a worry about it, a 3070 trying to push an ultra wide 1440p monitor is a little bit of a challenge for it. It can do it, but I have had to manage my expectations where details or stuff concerned, especially with modern titles. It's still smooth, it still looks good, but I think I'm going to need a graphics card upgrade to properly utilize this monitor to its best of its ability. With that out of the way, the plus sides. This is the biggest upgrade I've done to my setup by far. And I had no idea how bad my previous monitor, which is there, was until I got this monitor. The motion clarity going from a VA panel to a QD-OLED is insane. You can see everything. There's no smearing, there's no motion blur. The instant pixel switching is game changing. And it sounds ridiculous. And to be fair, I have given advice before in the past that your monitor is as important a part of your PC as any other part of it. If anything, it's the most important part. It's the thing that you're spending all of your time looking at. I honestly wish I'd have upgraded sooner. It's not just the motion clarity though. What people say about the deep blacks and stuff like that, being able to have that contrast ratio, makes games so much more immersive. That, along with the ultra wide, I just wish I'd done it sooner. Games are more immersive. I find myself getting properly sucked into games for the first time in a while. Like, I've always enjoyed gaming, but I've never found it as immersive as I am now. Having proper shadows and having proper black levels in a game just adds so much to the experience. It's honestly brilliant. I can't recommend it enough. Even with the issues that I've faced, even with me not having a graphics card technically that's powerful enough to properly utilize the monitor, everything looks amazing. The HDR gameplay is insanely good. SDR content is good as well. Even watching like YouTube videos on it and stuff like that, all the colors seem so much more vibrant. The other plus side is editing videos. I didn't realize, well, I did realize, I would watch my own videos back on my phone and realize the colors didn't look right because I was trying to match the colors to a monitor that had terrible color calibration. The Samsung G5's done me well for the last 5 years, but it is not a great monitor and I wouldn't recommend anyone get it. It's 1440p, 144 Hz. Spec wise, it's pretty much sound. Got, was it 1 millisecond greater gray supposedly, but the smearing on it is really bad. The color accuracy on it is terrible. It boasts HDR, but it hasn't really got HDR. If it has, it looks absolutely terrible. As a secondary monitor, it's fine. As a gaming monitor, now looking back, awful. And there is something else. I don't know if it's just because I've bought the monitor and I want it to be true, but I feel like I'm playing better. I don't know if that's just down to the motion clarity. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm still terrible at most games, but I do seem to be playing better. I seem to be hitting shots easier. PUBG and Doom and things like that. Getting headshots seems a little bit easier. But again, I don't know if that's just my mind playing tricks with me or because I'm excited and because I'm enjoying the game so much that it doesn't really matter. I'm just enjoying it because it looks so nice. So the conclusion, if you hadn't already guessed, is this monitor's sick. And if the price of these monitors keeps coming down like it is doing, and more people get access to this technology, only a good thing. I can't see anybody buying a QD-OLED and regretting it, if I'm completely honest. And this isn't, like, this monitor's sick, but it's not even like the top of the line QD-OLED. This was $6.99 on sale. There's QD-OLED monitors out there that are like $2 grand. Like, I'm sure, I mean, this version itself has a 240 Hz version that I didn't get. I got the 175 Hz version. There's 4K QD-OLEDs that I'm sure look absolutely incredible and are sharp as hell. What I can say though, instant black levels, motion clarity, that instant pixel response is awesome. The only other downside that this has brought to me is I am terrified of burning. Absolutely terrified. If I walk away from my monitor, and I know I'm going to be walking away from it for half an hour or more, I'll turn it off. Every single time I will turn the monitor off because I am absolutely terrified of getting burning. Don't get me wrong, it's got 3-year burn-in warranty. So if anything happens in that time, I'll reach out to MSI and they'll sort it, I am sure. I've dealt with MSI's warranty policies on their other products before and they've always been really sound. But it is a genuine fear now that I have this monitor that I'm gonna get burning. But it is what it is. What do you guys think? Have you guys got a QD-OLED monitor? If you have, what do you think? Do you regret your purchase? Are you looking to get one in the future? Or do you think it's a bit of a fad and people end up just getting over it and moving on to whatever the next monitor type is that comes up? I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to watch either of these 2 videos. And if you like the content, please like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.